Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. Welcome back, my wise followers, as we grow wise together. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here. I've been taking a break from doing YouTube for a while, but I've missed you guys and I've missed talking to you all. So today I'm going to talk about how it's your life and your world. So with life, our life is our experience of life as a spiritual being having human experience. We all have different experiences of life, but essentially it's your life. So in that sense, there are people in that sense you have control over your life. You can't necessarily control the people in your life. You know, some of us, you can't control necessarily your family. And some people it's some of you watching will have good relationships with your family. Some of you watching won't have good relationships with your family, and that's okay. Because it's all a matter of some people have got a family that they'd rather not have, and they'd rather have a different family. Some people are quite happy with the family got, but you can't choose your family in your life. You can choose your friends, your partner, and again, you can't control those people either. So anything outside of you, you can't control. But you can control how you choose to think. And you can control your actions. And it's your thoughts and actions that create your life, that create your reality. And in that sense, for example, with manifestation, many people wish to create their dream life where they're financially comfortable or they're abundant, where they've got plenty of money to travel. Many people, and in their lifetime, they wish to be perhaps financially comfortable and they wish to be travelling a lot in their life. And that is possible. So with life, everyone can live what type of lifestyle they want. And simply you would think, not say, I'm going to get there or I will be there, simply by removing lack statements, by saying I am rich or I am wealthy, I am abundant, thinking it, believing it saying it with conviction, believing it, and then taking actions to sort of create that life you want. Some people when it comes to weight as well, because when it comes to body image, many people in their life feel they're not good enough, they don't look good enough, or they're unhealthy, and that's because of society. So the world outside of us has an effect on your mind and heart, your upbringing, and everyone's upbringing is different. If you're brought up with love, care, and support, this can help you grow much better. Whereas if you've got a lot of trauma, a lot of issues, it's not to say you can't grow and evolve, it's just there's a lot more to work through. But your life can be whatever it wants to be, and you can achieve your dreams, your goals, live the life of your dreams. Many of us, we stand in our own way because no one can stop you from achieving your dreams. No one. And no one can stop you from reaching your full potential. Many of us, we make excuses why we're not where we want to be. We make excuses why our life's not a certain way. And what's blocking us, what's standing in our own way, is negative thoughts. If we think negative, we tell ourselves negative stories about why our life's terrible, why we are where we are. Those stories keep us stuck, they keep us stagnant in our life. But if we look at those negative thoughts and stories with discernment, not judgment, because not feeling shameful, no shame, no blame, it's just looking at them, where do those bad and negative thoughts come from? And changing them into a more positive setting, changing your thoughts. And understand there are people in your life that may not be in a good place, that may try and drag you down. You may have a lot of darkness in your life. And a lot of people, they've got dark energy around them, and that starts with the mind. You're thinking dark thoughts, you're telling yourself dark stories about yourself. So you're telling yourself all these dark stories. Then because you're not in a good place, there's an emptiness inside. You're surrounding yourself with people that are not good for you. And when you don't love yourself, you settle for less than you deserve. You're not interested in what's good for you. So it's up to you at the end of the day, what type of life are you going to live? Because our thoughts and actions, and many people don't love themselves, they're not in a good place. And when you think bad thoughts, when you surround yourself with negative and terrible people, and you don't love yourself, and you're not in that journey of self-love, self-healing at all, and sometimes even if you're on this spiritual journey of self-love and healing, you might fall, but you've got to pick yourself back up. And just like those who love you would support you, would be sort of your cheermasters or cheerleaders, you've got to be that for yourself when you love yourself. So it's not easy, because a lot of self-love is about standing up on your own 2 feet, realising you're good enough, your worth, and realising all of that yourself. And a lot of this self-love work, you have to do it on your own. You can get help and assistance, but your life can be whatever you want it to be. There are some people who are in a really dark space in life because they've been through a lot of trauma. They've been through a lot of terrible things in their life. They've had a terrible upbringing. They've been through a lot of horrible things. And though those horrible things are difficult, you may need to do shadow work on these horrible things. Speaking to a therapist can also help with these difficult things, because the dark things in your life, the dark thoughts, the dark experiences, you've got to go through those dark experiences, learn from them in order to find the light. And your life can be what you want it to be. If you want to be healthy, well, you simply start by saying, I am healthy, I am well. And then you start eating healthy foods, you start exercising regularly, and in divine time, you will be healthy and well. If your dream was to go to Paris, if you want to, your dreams to go to Paris, you would think, right, how much money would that estimate cost me to do that? So you'd look into it. Then once you've looked up the practical side of things, how much it would all cost and all that, then you write it all down, or you think in your head, I've got that amount of money, So your life can really be whatever you want it to be. You can be healthy, abundant, wealthy, and it all starts in the mind. If you can think it, you can see it in your mind, you can feel it, you can achieve it. And then when it comes to your world, this just symbolises, but we all have a place in the world. Each and every one of us, we've got a place in this world. And seeing, some people may say, oh, this word's horrible, this word's full of lack, it's terrible. But they are horrible, horrific things what happen outside of you that you have no control over, like wars, disease, terrible things. But your inner world, which is in here in your heart, no one can affect that unless you allow them to. And you can see in your world, because you've got a place in this world, so in your world you can say, in my world, I am healthy, I am well, I am abundant, and I am successful, I am achieving my dreams and goals. My world is full of abundance, health and success. And by thinking that, it's going how you see the world. And though there are difficult and horrible things in the world, and it's not about denying those horrible things, it's just understanding what your inner world, how you think up here and in your heart, and how you feel in your soul, is going to affect your outer world. And that's what I mean, because many people, as I've done psychic readings for many people, and I didn't know them from Adam, they would have drug problems or abusive drug problems, addiction problems. Sometimes with the tarot cards, the devil card would come out, or I just got that energy of someone after reading their palm or doing an or during psychic scanning they had some addiction problems. And that's because people end up in that place because maybe they've had an abusive childhood, they've been in abusive relationships, and no one's ever taught them how to love themselves. So because they don't love themselves, people end up, there's an empty dark hole inside, and people try and fill it with illegal substances, they try and fill it with alcohol, but that is not the answer. The answer is self-love and spiritual wisdom, spiritual growth as well, what lies deep within you. And life is really what you make it, and that would be my message in this video. You can make excuses, you can think bad thoughts, and because you're thinking bad, then you'll feel bad, and then you're making excuses why you're not where you want to be in life. All of that holds you back. Whereas if you tell yourself positive stories, if you think good thoughts and positive thoughts, you'll start to feel positive, you'll start to see things in a different light, and your life can be whatever you want it to be. And what you settle for in your life is what you get. If you settle for negative relationships, negative partners, negative relationships, you settle for bad habits, you're going to end up being trapped and stuck in an endless cycle of suffering and pain in your life. But if you go, I've been in a terrible dark space, I've been thinking bad thoughts, I've been feeling bad, I've been taking drugs, or I've been taking really bad addictions, I've been taking all that to escape, to heal, to numb the pain inside, rather than confront that pain and deal with it head on. So you make your life whatever you want it to be, and your life can be whatever you want it to be. And it's your thoughts, feelings, how you see it, and your actions that make your life the way you want it. As always, thank you for watching. I hope this video helps, and if there's a friend who's going through a dark time, or who's going through these things, or you just want help the message would be, life is truly what you make it. It's your life and your world at the end of the day. And if this message resonates with you, give me a thumbs up. And if you like this content, also please give me a thumbs up. And I'm grateful to all of you that follow me here, who have subscribed. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Click the bell icon so you'll be notified each time I post a video. And if you think this video would inspire anyone or help anyone, share this video with a good friend. However, until next time, may meet, may part again, blessed be.